The yearly franchise of Call of Duty has returned to one of my favorite developers of all time in Treyarch. They made my favorite game of all time in Black Ops 2, and one of my second favorites in Black Ops 1, which had a fantastic story. I'm just going to give you guys the quick off the cuff thing right here. I really enjoyed the story. It's a great time. I would 100% suggest going into it blind if you can. Do not watch anything. If you're actually going to watch this review to play the game, don't. I'm going to spoil things at the end when I get to the spoiler zone. I'm going to give a warning out there and everything, but I think this is a fantastic campaign that you should go play by yourself right now. Treyarch did a fantastic job, as always, with their campaign stories, and I think this is one of their best ever. So let's go off with what I think about everything here. The time period for this game is where I want to start. The Cold War is a perfect place for the Black Ops series to go. The Cold War time period is basically the best place because Black Ops is about the mind games, the mind fuckery that goes on during this time period. Back in the Vietnam era, it was about the beginnings of mind control. This one is about evolving on that mind control. And you actually get some blips from the old Black Ops 1 numbers with Mason and everything at a couple of the missions, which is really cool. And honestly, that's probably the only thing that connects it to the original story. I know this is supposed to take place between Black Ops 1 and 2, and the storyline is really kind of out of left field here. I don't really see any connections between the Black Ops universe and this game, except for the returning characters in Mason, Woods, and Hudson from the first game. I don't think it has anything to do with the other two games like 3 and 4, but at the start right now, I don't really see any connections to the other Black Ops games, which is like a big downside to me. I wish they would have kind of interweaved it a little more, but I guess there's not a whole lot they can do with it. This is one of the first Call of Duty games in a while that actually lets you choose to do side missions instead of forcing you to do some of the missions that kind of see like these pickup missions that just uncover a little more story to those who really are looking for it. If you do choose to do these side missions, you actually get to progress the identity of the person you're going after, of Perseus, and helps you figure out what's really going on around you. It's a really good way to reward those who love doing the story and want to play more of the game and want to figure out all those little puzzles you could do with the cassette players and the floppy disks and everything. It's a good time for fans who like the lore and the deep story of the game and want to be able to work for it instead of it just getting handed to them. The missions are fantastic, and the mission system is fantastic as well. They're all a decent length. Some of them went on for a good long bit, and honestly, they had really good pacing through it too. There's one mission where you go into the embassy, the KGB embassy, and it's like a 25 to 30 minute mission. It took me that long to go to pick the paths I wanted to go through and everything like that. And I honestly thought the pacing for these longer missions were really good. The shorter missions were honestly a little short, but I couldn't really tell between all the action pack that was going on around me. Now again, this is another first for the Call of Duty series in a while. Your choices actually matter for a lot of the major story beats that you get. You could choose what characters live, what characters may die, how you interpret different things, and how you choose to talk to other people. Most of these things won't actually affect the ending of the game, but to get to the point of the ending, you'll be able to choose a lot of what goes on between the beginning and about 2 missions before the end. But like I said, it really doesn't have a big effect on the ending. You can make a whole bunch of choices and still get to one of the 2 endings that they have. Everything really just felt well-rounded. Next to the original Black Ops 1, this is probably the favorite story that they've told in the Black Ops universe. I didn't really like 3 or 4. I didn't think they were very good. 2 was a little bit off kilter, but I still enjoyed it. And Black Ops 1 was just darn right perfect. That was one of the best Call of Duty games I've ever played on the Treyarch side. Of course, Modern Warfare 2 is my actual favorite. Come on now. So we're actually going to enter the spoiler zone here. I'm going to talk about the ending a little bit here and some of the plot points that you might not want to see. So if you do not want to get spoiled, which I highly suggest that you don't, walk away now, go play the campaign, and come back in just a minute. Alright, I gave you like 3 seconds, but you should have paused it and walked away by now. So, when I came into this game and when friends and I came into this game, we 100% believed from what they showed us that Adler was going to be a complete piece of garbage and he was going to be the main antagonist. He was going to end up being Perseus in the twist, and I honestly thought with what they gave us at face value, he was going to be Perseus. And I was like, oh man, it's got to be him the whole time. He's acting like a real piece of garbage. He's a piece of garbage for completely other ways, for mind controlling you. After you complete the side missions and uncover all of the puzzles, you start reading into the fact that Perseus may not just be one person. It is a conglomerate of people that have been working together for many, many years to cause a lot of disturbances in the United States and a bunch of other places. You can learn about these in the in-between sections when you talk to different characters. They kind of feel off to you for some reason, like they don't really know you, and they don't really think they think you're the enemy for some reason. And it's a fantastic twist to find out, drum roll please, no actual drum roll, I'm going to tell you, that you're actually a part of Perseus the entire time. It was a conglomerate, it is not just a person, but a group of people who are doing all of this all along. And the fact that you can still have the great endings depending on if you lie to Adler or tell him the truth about what Perseus' true intentions are and where they're located makes the story a perfect 9 out of 10 for the Call of Duty series. It could almost be a 10, but I feel like some of the missions were just a little too short, and there was a couple of things here and there about the connections and the interconnections with the storyline and some of the characters just being kind of bland overall that I didn't want to give it a perfect 10. But a 9 out of 10 is a fantastic thing for a Call of Duty campaign. It's what everything should strive to be. Every other game should strive to be like this one in the beast. Modern Warfare was a completely different beast last year. It was more realistic, gritty. This one's more mind games, playing with your head and just having a great time being a Call of Duty Black Ops game for the first time in a long time. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the Call of Duty Cold War campaign. I will also be doing one of both the multiplayer and the zombies experience after I get a good deep into both of them. I just finished the campaign this weekend, and I wanted to write down my thoughts about it while I was going through it. And the gameplay you're watching in the background today was just of the first story mission. I didn't want to show any actual story spoilers on screen while I talk about them, just the vocal stuff, not in the story stuff. I may not have forgotten just to record it. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Getting your daily dose of vitamin P. If you guys want more daily doses of vitamin P, please check out the rest of the videos on my channel. And remember, the Black Ops multiplayer and zombies reviews will be coming soon alongside an Xbox Series S review, which all of this footage was captured on for this video. Alright guys, peace out and take care.